All right, y'all. I want to welcome everybody to this demonstration. Is Naziah Harris' aunt, Marquita, down the rabbit hole? Before we get started, let me read my copyright disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. What that means is that everything that you hear in this demonstration is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Salute to my moderators. Salute to the replay gang. Salute to the chat. I'm going to take a quick commercial break, and we're going to come back, and we're going to jump straight into this demonstration.
I'd like to place an order. Yeah. Hey, let me get a chicken box and a half and half. All right, good looking out. I'd like to place an order. Yeah. Hey, let me get a chicken box and a half and half. All right, good looking out. A chicken box, a half and half when I'm switching lanes. Switching lane. A chicken box, a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lane. A chicken box, a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lane. A chicken box, a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lane. A chicken box, a half and half when I'm switching lanes. I'm switching lane. A chicken box, a half and half when I'm switching lanes.
But before we get started with this demonstration, let me read my copyright. Younger females like older men. So my smoothie is going to consist of
when I'm switching lane. A chicken box, a half and half when I'm switching lanes. I'm switching lane. A chicken box, a half and half when I'm switching lanes.
All right. Let's jump into this demonstration. And I will be entertaining the chat. But if it's a question or a comment that you would like for me to get to right away, just put it in the super chat. If not, just hold off until I get down there to the chat. Now, before I go any further, I want to shout out Marquita. Marquita, I really enjoyed you pulling up over here and blessing this platform. It has done a lot for this platform as well as other platforms. I also want to thank Dre for pulling up as well. And a big shout out to Miss Parker. Now, if we paid attention to what Marquita brought us, we were able to make one of the other decisions. Either you felt for Marquita and you felt as though she kept it real, or you just was like, nah, I don't fool with her. I ain't believing nothing she got to say. Now, for me, this is how Marquita plays into my demonstrations. So a few weeks ago, I started going down the rabbit hole and I started pulling different characters out of the rabbit hole. Now, I was receiving information about Marquita, but I said, I'm going to have to wait. And I mentioned it to everybody. I said, I think Marquita is down that rabbit hole. I said, but I can't be sure. I got to let this play out. And I said, I don't want to have her down that rabbit hole and she's not down that rabbit hole, because I get a lot of information. Some of the information that I get, just the first 3 lines or first 3-4 words in the information that I get, I'll be like, I ain't gonna entertain this because I know that's BS. But I get a lot of information. about, the family. So when she pulled up, that was a plus. Just her pulling up, that was a plus. Because if y'all notice, all the other characters that's down that rabbit hole, I extended an invitation for them to pull up. None of them pulled up. The Cowardly Lion, he pulled up over there with Miss Parker. He ain't want to pull up with me. The Darnell dude, he pulled up over there with Miss Parker. He ain't pulled up over here with me. Marquita, so far, Marquita is the only one that pulled up to speak her piece. So I give her points for that. I also mentioned to Marquita, as far as camming up, I said, can you turn your camera on, and she said, sure. She said, sure. I ain't got no problem with turning my camera on. She don't have nothing to hide. That's how I took it. I took it like she's pulling up over here to speak her piece. She don't have no problem with camming up. She ain't got nothing to hide. But let me get my chat involved. Let me see how my chat is feeling it. Drop a one if y'all was feeling Marquita. Drop a 1. Drop a 2 if you wasn't feeling Marquita. And this is an unbiased platform. Everybody's opinion is welcome. So if you wasn't feeling her, you just wasn't feeling her. But if you was feeling her, let me know. Appreciate that super chat, Yolanda. Yolanda says you're a great interviewer. They're going to pull up soon. I appreciate that, Yolanda. Because see, and this is something that we all have in common. Nazia's family, Marquita, and Shannon and them, they're no different from you and our families. We all got families. Now, I know some of y'all going to try to act holier than thou, but some of our families, Marquita and them family ain't got issue on some of our families. Right? Now, the third thing that she said now, she did hear about people. She did hear about certain situations when it came to the older family members. She said she heard about some things. She said, and I asked her, what was your childhood like growing up? She said she had a good childhood. She said she wasn't no saint, but she said as a child growing up, she had a good childhood. Now, just because family members may have experienced situations, that don't mean that Marquita and the rest of the family experienced those same situations. And prime example, many years ago, me and my brother, we was the scapegoats of our family. Every time something happened, the finger always got pointed at me and my brother. It be times I might be locked up. I'm getting accused of something. I call home. My brother be like, yo, what's wrong with our family? I be like, what? He be like, yo, they gonna try to say that you was responsible for this, you was responsible for that. And he be like, I'm telling them, my brother ain't do that. My brother locked up. Vice versa. Times he be locked up. And they will put my brother as the person that done it. Me and my brother experienced that type of treatment from our family for so long. It got so bad that when the family members that was the ones that done it, the parents and other people was like, well, talking about me and my brother, did they put y'all up to this? Because I know y'all ain't do it. And some of them would call my mother and be telling my mother, my kids ain't gonna be nothing like your sons. Some of them would try to tell my mother that me and my brother was the reason that they kids was doing what they was doing. I say all this to say, just because there's family secrets, and just because there is certain kind of activity and behavior that's going on in the family, that do not necessarily mean that everybody in that family knows about it. Everybody in that family participated in it. It's not the case. And I'm sure that you all can bear witness to this. It's most of the times the problem people that's in the family is the ones that they least expect. The ones that you would assume is doing this and doing that. No. So I'm saying all this to say that when it comes to Miss Annette and when it comes to Shannon, they took the stand, right? And we were able to feel a certain kind of way about them because we felt as though they up there lying. Now, when it comes to Marquita was never on the stand. However, and I'm gonna go to, you know, some of the clips. I'm not gonna play all of it, but I will go to some of it. But I just want y'all to, if you haven't heard, right? I want y'all to take time out to go back, watch the interview. And if you have watched the interview, go back, backtrack it, and get your feelings out of it. All right. This is one thing that I wanted to play before I go any further. And I will come down there to the chat. What are some things that social media has twisted about you, Marquita, that you would like to clear up? You can ramble all. I just want you to take this time to clear any lies, any false narratives, any false information that you may have heard that you would like to clear up. Is it anything that you would like to clear up?
Yes, again, when I put on my Facebook page that she has been spotted in the Warner Mac area, people in the area was saying that they seen her with the pink rugrat jacket on. So we was going off of what was being said, and we had people calling us saying that they seen her. So I felt like it was my only right just to put it out, since the whole world already know that, okay, my niece is missing. So if everybody's asking for update, this is the update that we got.
Let me stop it right there. Yes, I'm from Baltimore. I'm a content creator. I can bear witness to that. That's why I be trying to tell you. Now, just imagine if the information that was sent to me about Marquita, imagine if I didn't proofread, imagine if I didn't back up and say, hold up. I ain't going to put that out there. Imagine if I would have put it out there. So I know where they're coming from. Now, in their situation is different from mine. This is their first time experiencing people putting out information, so they're going to run with it. Whereas though, like with me, I've been a YouTuber for some years, and I know to hold back on any information. So that's why I said, for me, for her to come and speak her piece, it was more, and I believe in, and I'll talk to Marquita, I believe that it done more justice for Marquita than it done for anybody else. Y'all see how calm she was? Y'all see how relaxed she was? Some of y'all, but Shank, you should have asked her this. Shank, you should have asked her that. Shank, why you treat her like she a little puppy? Why you ain't go hard on her? First of all, she already told me, even before she said it on the platform, she said, when it comes to the Naziah case, she said, I can't touch it. I can't speak on it. She said, but I will do my best to answer the questions that you have for me. And if it's a question that I can't answer, I'll just say I decline it. Now, me, I'm doing the interview. I could have acted like an asshole. But any and everybody that knows Shank Rock, they knows I'm not an asshole. I could have pushed her. I don't do that. I don't do that. I gave her the respect that she deserved because she was willing to come on my platform and speak her piece. So I'm not going to be respectful towards her. I'm going to act like an asshole. Let me explain something to y'all. Some of y'all might be some assholes. Shank Rock ain't no asshole. And I talk about the heart. And I want y'all to listen to this very careful. I talk about the heart, the hearts that people have. Some of y'all hearts are so wicked, evil, full of toxic. Some of y'all hearts are so jacked up. It speaks for your character. I tell you what, for those that felt like I didn't do the interview right, this, that, I tell you what, you become a content creator and you invite Marquita over to your platform. And for those that be on the other platforms, I tell you what, get your content creator to get Marquita to come on that platform. Better yet, run and tell your funky ass content creator, since you feel so a certain way about Shank Rock, why do you use Shank Rock content? Why do you eat off Shank Rock's content? Since you got so much of a problem with Shank Rock, since you got so much of a problem with Marquita, since you got so much of a problem with the way how the interview was conducted, why your funky ass use my content? Food for thought. Let me see what the chat's saying. I feel if you went hard on her, you wouldn't got the response you needed. Exactly. I'm coming, y'all. Exactly. You did good, and she got better with it after when she talked to Miss Parker. Appreciate that. Shout out to Miss Parker. Marquita had a very good spirit. I like her. Right. See, and let me come before I forget. Salute, Zila. You and Miss Parker did the interview. Right. See, this is the thing about it, y'all. You are very thorough. Keep it up. I appreciate the aspect of the situation. Appreciate you. I'll come back to the chat, y'all. See, this is the thing about it. Like she said, we don't know how they are. We don't know when they're crying. We don't know when they sad. We don't know that. And I've covered cases like this before. So that's why I had to even backtrack and say, wait a minute. And really, really listen to what she gave us. And she gave us a lot. She cleared up a lot for us. Some people were saying that she had 3 children. She cleared it up that she only had 2. You know, some people feel like she's covering for the family. I mean, at the end of the day, that's still her family. That's still her family. And she might be like me. I don't know. But I'll throw myself under the bus before I throw my family under the bus. And some people was like that. Some people, because she was getting interviewed, you know. So when it came to her brother, as far as the name mentioned, she was like, I'm not going to mention his name. See, that's just respect. I don't think it's so much of covering for him. I just think it's just out of respect. Okay, now you can ask me some harsh work. You can ask me some harsh questions about me, and I don't have no problem with answering it. I asked her about the kids working up at the shop. And then I asked her about herself. Did you work up at the shop? She said no. She could have declined that. But at least she was honest about her answer. In my opinion, when it came to me asking her questions about herself, I didn't see she backed up off of any questions that was asked about her. And that's what the questions that I was trying to focus on, just keeping it about her, because that's what the demonstration was about. Let me come to the chat, y'all. I'm going to try to stick with the chat for a few, because she is the person who used your content, betrayed the two cousins. And everybody know that. And see, now, if I'm speaking on it, but it's going to be twisted that I'm wrong. But how can I be wrong when I address somebody that comes for me? You know what I mean? Look, it ain't my fault that you fumbled the bag. You fumbled the bag big time. I ain't had nothing to do with that. That's all you're doing. I never mentioned your name, not one time. Not one time. I let you use my content, but just out of respect for me. You know what I mean? Just out of respect for me. You know, I'm letting you eat off my content. You know what I mean? I see you down there, Remy girl. I think you did well. Appreciate you, Kenya. Okay, I'm here, y'all. Shank Rock and the rest of the fam. I got in trouble so much, my mother beat me and tell me I better not cry. So now I can't show emotions, but I feel pain just to show. She missed her niece. You could tell she does, because I asked her about the relationship that they had. And she was like, you know, it's kind of like a, you know, sister kind of relationship. Some aunts and nieces, just like some uncles, like my uncle. I got an uncle, and my uncle, we had the respect for my uncle. And to this day, we still got that respect for my uncle. But my uncle, he carried it like a brother relationship with his nephews. So in some families, it'll be that way. But then you might have another uncle that don't carry it like that, vice versa. You might have an aunt that's strictly on a aunt-niece relationship. But then you might got some aunts like Marquita. It's like, okay, all right, we vibing like that. All right, this is my little sister. You know, it's about Naziah, and I just want Naziah found, period. Now, let me just address this, okay? And let me say this as humbly as I can. It is about Naziah Harris, but it's about Jarvis Butts, but it's also about other men and maybe women, but it's also about other men besides Jarvis Butts that needs to be held accountable for inappropriate touching Naziah, as well as Naziah Harris is not the only child that has been affected by this. So you have to keep in mind about it's other children in that family, and then it's children in the family that's not even born yet. So we can't just focus just on Jarvis and let others that are guilty and need to be held accountable, let them run scot-free. We can't just focus only on Naziah. Man, I don't want to hear nothing else about the Naziah Harris case. Only thing I want to hear is, where's Naziah Harris at? But what about the other children that has been affected? Believe it or not, this can be therapeutic for those children. Let's think bigger. Let's think bigger. It's a problem. It's a big problem. Naziah Harris, she was just able to open it all up. And because of her, now we see it's bigger than Naziah Harris. It's other children in the house. And we got to stop having closed minds. You know, we got to just stop being caught up in having that closed mind. I see some of y'all, and out of respect, I don't say nothing. On the replay game, I don't jump in the comment section. I can. I see some of y'all in the chat. I can, but I don't. But I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this only one time. Don't get me out of my character, because I ain't got no problem with exposing a funky ass. All right? And if you going to come in here, and if you going to act like a funky ass, I'm going to treat you like a funky ass. Content creator or subscriber, don't make a difference to me. If you going to act like a funky ass, be prepared to get treated like a funky ass. Now put that in your pipe and smoke it. Run that and tell your content creator that. Better yet, the content creator, run this. When you running my content, run this with your funky ass. Don't get Shank Rock started. Seriously, don't get me started.
So I'm putting it out there, that she was spotted. So I'm not saying that, oh, she was spotted. This is what is being said.
Want to start a podcast, but not sure how? Riverside has got you covered. First, go to Riverside.
To the family. But with the threesome shit, that was, you don't even have to bring it. Oh, that was, but it was, and it's floating around. It's already out there. No, we didn't. Never had a threesome with my sister and Dre. No, never did, never will. We never had any threesomes with any of our niggas. We don't do that flip-flopping shit. We letting that shit be clear. That shit is nasty. I mean, what else?
Mm-hmm. Let me bring it to Dre, and as you think of some things, Marquita, because I want y'all to take this time to get everything off your chest, and anything that was falsely put out there about y'all, I want y'all to take this time to clear it up. And before I let Dre come in, and I was going to wait until the end of the demonstration to say whether or not Marquita is down a rabbit hole. She ain't down that rabbit hole. She ain't down that rabbit hole, y'all. She's not down that rabbit hole. Let me grab a few and then I'm going to come back. Marie Shankrock's channel is where it's at. Sister Great Content. Appreciate that, Remy girl. Glad to see you, Remy girl. I really don't like the narrative that was created on them when the real monster is Jarvis, and that's on that. Appreciate that. See what we got. Dre had me laughing because he was trying to be transparent but honest. Yeah. And then another thing, I don't think she is either. And then another thing, I don't think. Okay, here's another thing. People making fun of their relationship. See, once again, if you want to find out what type of, matter of fact, let me go in. If you want to know what a funky ass is, all you got to do is watch the behavior of the people. Now, for all those that was getting on their relationship, your funky ass is jealous of their relationship. Your funky ass is upset because your funky ass ain't got no man or no woman. See, this shit is easy. This is easy as 1, 2, 3. Oh, man, don't nobody care about their relationship because your funky ass don't got no relationship. Y'all ever notice that? It's always those that ain't got no man that's always trying to tell you about your relationship and what you shouldn't do and what you should do. But the funky ass bitch, you ain't even got no man. Yeah, I called them a funky ass bitch. Y'all asked for it. Somebody better tell them about Joe Clark. Y'all asked for this. This what y'all wanted. Your funky ass, some of y'all funky asses is right now watching me playing with your kitty cat. Well, this, I'm going to make sure you come. I'm going to make sure I give you some orgasms off of this. Bring your funky ass a little close. Come a little closer. Man, because they trying to work out their relationship. Let them work out their relationship. That's what's wrong with people today. You know what I mean? So quick to throw in the towel. So quick to give up. Let them work out their relationship. Dre is a good man. Dre solid. Marquita is a good woman. She's solid. They got issues. Don't we all got issues? Appreciate that, Yolanda. Give them more to hate. Oh, I'm going to give them a lot to hate. But I know what they want. I know what the funky ass ish. I know what you want. This is what you want from Shank Rock. You want me to give you some attention. You ain't the first, and you won't be the last. You know how many funky ass hoes want my attention? You know how many funky ass hoes then came to get my attention? I tell you what, hit my Cash App with your funky ass. That's what you can do if you want to get my attention. Hit my Cash App. My Cash App is $ERICMCINT if you want to get my attention. Nah, I ain't pressed about your kitty cat with your funky ass self. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Appreciate that super sticker, Pee-wee. You fumbled the ball. You fumbled the bag with your funky ass self. You want to talk? This what you want? This what you want from Shank Rock. I know this what you want. Y'all don't want a quiet Shank Rock. Y'all don't want a peaceful Shank Rock. I dealt with hoes like you all my life. Who the hell they think Shank Rock is? Somebody better tell them. Hit my Cash App with your funky ass self. You use my content. Yes or no? You use my content to try to get your numbers up. Somebody told you. A couple people told you. You using that man's content on your platform. Least you could do is respect the man. Dre, from all your interviews up until Miss Parker's interviews, is it anything that you may have seen people in the chat may have got it twisted or may have took it the wrong way? Anything that you need to clear up, Dre?
It'll take me a minute to think of some of the stuff, but to tell you the truth, how I'm feeling is, if you felt like I said something, you obviously saw what you thought I said. So just go back and do the replay and make sure you got it correct. And just pay attention to detail and key words, because sometimes y'all hear stuff and y'all go with the wind. And I'm just tired of repeating myself. I'm telling the honest truth on how I remember things. You know, this is one reason why I'm glad Marquita is in the picture, because I'm bad with dates. All I know is I remember something about something, you know, but I can't tell you exactly when.
And let me say this. See, this is why I like Marquita and Dre, and that's why I like their relationship, because I know some of y'all might take it that Dre is soft. Dre ain't soft. He's not soft. But if you notice something, and if you haven't noticed, I'm going to tell y'all this. When Dre leads, Marquita, she follows behind Dre. She does. Because if it wasn't for Dre, honestly, we wouldn't have got this interview. we wouldn't have got this interview. But Dre is just like any man, and all the men that's watching this, all the men can vouch for this. It's a new day and time. It was a time, and y'all know that time I'm talking about, maybe the 80s, the 70s, and the 60s. It was a time when all a man had to do was raise his voice, and the woman and everything else would fall in line. All that man had to do was raise his voice. Times changed. Times changed for a man. As a man, we cannot walk around with our chest on swole. Dre can't walk around with his chest on swole. But y'all saw it and y'all heard when it was time for him to roar like a lion. He roared like a lion and everybody felt it. I go through the same stuff. We all, as men, why do y'all test us? Y'all got to understand this. It's a different day and time. And men, we cannot move like the men moved back in the days. We can't. And especially if you are a man that has had run-ins with the laws. If you are a man and you are up in age, getting locked up, that's the last thing on your mind. That's the last thing on your mind. So we can't come off like that. See, y'all see how I'm on one? But just imagine if I really got on one. I'm going to go to jail. They going to come and lock me up. And I'm going to be in that jail cell saying, you goddamn dumbass, you always calling everybody else a funky ass shank rock. You's a funky ass because you locked up. Y'all got to stop pushing us men. I want all y'all women to hear this. I want y'all to hear what I'm saying. Y'all got to stop pushing y'all men. Y'all got to stop pushing y'all man. Don't push him to anger. Because the system is already against us anyway. Y'all like it when we get like that. But the system is already against us. So y'all got to be careful how y'all treat us. Yeah, I said it. Now, if y'all want, look, we can go old school. Because, see, I get tired of playing with y'all. Seriously. Seriously, I get tired of playing with y'all. Now, if y'all want to, we can go old school. I can make y'all come through. Drop it like it's hot. Get your funky ass on your knees. Because that's what most of y'all want. Am I lying? Am I lying? Most of y'all want that. But I ain't got the time to entertain y'all funky asses. I don't. I don't. You just don't know how close you are to getting ran up off of YouTube. You really don't know how close you are to getting ran up off YouTube. But stop fucking with me and Miss Parker. That's all I'm going to say. That's the last warning. Miss Parker ain't even got to make a phone call. Those motherfuckers over in that damn Mo3 sector. Who messing with Miss Parker? Who messing with Miss Parker? Am I lying? Is it anybody in here from the Mo3 sector? Am I lying? That's all that happened. Who messing with Miss Parker? Stop, shorty. Stop, shorty. Seriously, stop, shorty. Seriously. Now, if you want to have some business with me, we can do it the grown-up way. Miss Parker down. Miss Parker ain't going to say nothing. Miss Parker going to say, Shank, get that money. Now, if that's how you want to carry it, let's do it the right way. Hit my Cash App. All right? If you don't hit my Cash App, don't use my content no more with your funky ass self. And that's all I'm going to say. Hit my Cash App or don't use my content. See, you play yourself. You played yourself. You played yourself with the cousins. You played yourself with your subscribers. You funky. You are funky. Take my advice. Clean yourself up. Get clean. Stop moving around like you on some spiritual plane. You losing people. That's a funky ass. I mean, I don't know what else more to tell you, shorty. I don't. Let me get back to this demonstration, y'all. And I ain't apologizing. Let me say that. I ain't apologizing. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to bring out that ninja. Or sometimes you got to bring out that wild person that's in you. Just to let them know. You come correct or don't come at all. Now, I'm waiting to see y'all use this. Use this. If it's something you want to use. Use this. Let me get back, y'all.
You know, women are kind of naturally good with those type of things. You know, they prepare for an anniversary. Some niggas ain't. You know, they good with these numbers. They can remember some birthdays in the family. I bet a lot of y'all as males can't.
With over 2 billion monthly users, YouTube ads makes it easy to expand your reach.
All right, let me run it back, y'all, to some of the questions.
My mom,
Let me run it back, y'all.
you know, it's a hurtful situation.
Relationship. Right.
I'm going to go by that.
No. You have every right to feel how the way you feel, and that's where you go. You only.
No, I don't want to go to their relationship. What's y'all relationship?
We're just friends. We just live.
No, I don't even want to go to their relationship. Let me come in. Is it anything that
I had her. I had her.
Okay, there we go.
I being adopted out with my mom and stuff like that.
2 or 3 questions surrounding Naziah, and I just want to see if I can ask you these questions, Marquita. Nothing harsh. I just want to know, as a niece and aunt relationship, what was you and Naziah's relationship like, if I may ask that?
My relationship with my niece, the one just an auntie and niece relationship. It was way more than that. It was a big sister. Like times like she called me sister. It wasn't auntie key, none of that. It was sissy. You know, it was like when things had changed from them being adopted out with my mom and stuff like that. It went from being Nana to mama. So it's like a whole dynamic. When she's getting trouble or the kids to pick on her, she calling me, they coming to get me. I'm taking the kids on bike rides and stuff like that. So, you know, it's a hurtful situation. You know, it's like, that's my baby. She was my first daughter. My first daughter. When my sister brought her home from the hospital, I stayed up with her the first day.
And a lot of sisters and brothers and everything, like when they brothers or sister had children, and when they bring the baby home, a lot of the aunties bond with the child. And I'm sure y'all been in that. Like, you know, this ain't even like my niece. This is my daughter. I got her more than the mother had her. You know? Just and you if you pay attention, you could hear the pain. You know, you can hear the pain. And I will give this to Shannon. I'm gonna give this to Shannon. I'm going to give this to even Miss Annette. I'm gonna give this to them, regardless of how they may have failed Naziah. I can promise y'all, Shannon and Miss Annette, they hurt behind this. They hurt behind this. Marquita is definitely hurt behind this. Like she said, that's their blood. Look how we are hurt. Look how we are going to war behind Naziah. Y'all got to understand the sensitive situation that Marquita is in. Let me just speak on Marquita. It's a sensitive situation. Then she got her children. It's other children that's involved in this. I was raised by my grandparents, and my aunties are more like my sisters. I think they all are caught up in Shannon trust and need for Jarvis, and the whole world against them. Marquita on Miss Parker Live made me look at her different. And let me just say this, because I don't want it. I don't, if y'all disagree and if y'all don't fool with Marquita, that's fine. I don't want to make y'all feel a certain way because I feel that way. It's okay if y'all disagree with Marquita, and I'll read y'all comments. Y'all can drop comments if y'all not feeling Marquita. I'll read it. Salute D Money. The pain filled with anger. I know who she likes drama. Shank on no drama. Yes, Nene, I understand what you're saying. However, why won't she tell the truth and clear her mind? Okay, Jenny, talk to me about the truth. What would, because I might can ask her behind the scenes. So what would you be trying to get that would be the truth? Help me out, Jenny. I understand what you're saying. However, why won't she tell the truth and clear her mind? The truth about what, Jenny? Juanita says her kids was affected as well. So if she going to feel more pain. John Tate says, my sister did that with my twin boys. I did that with my nephew. I was 12 years old. Wherever I went, my nephew went. That's called being a professional. How you expect to get someone to talk if you're being messy? Exactly, April. Shannon and Annette need to go to jail. She probably doesn't know anything. The problem is people want her to say what they want. She already admitted to failing her, and she did. She did. She said we all failed her. She did. Y'all wanted to see her cry. She cried. It's like, damn, what else y'all want? And that's all I'm saying, Keish. It's like, what else do y'all want? Y'all want the arm, the leg, the ear. What more do y'all really want? I wasn't saying Marquita needed to cry to show empathy, but there was nothing for a while pertaining Naziah. What happened to the baby, and to let her sister know that she needs to come forward. I'm still trying to understand, Jenny. I'm still trying to understand what happened to the baby and let her sister know that she needs to come forward. I mean, maybe she don't know what happened. You know what I mean? Because the last time I checked, people, including myself, I'll be honest, the last time I checked, 9 out of 10 of us feel like Shannon is the one that done it. Nobody feels that Marquita done it. Nobody. The depth of truth we want her to go into can't be spoken on right now. So she answered, well, right. And she said she couldn't. And I know this. That's what I'm saying. I know certain questions I ain't even going to even attempt to ask her. I know to stay in a certain lane. Let me stay over here. Because ain't no need in me going over here. And then she mess around and be like, oh, Shang, I got to go. That's it. out of 100% truth, she told 80% truth. She's not going to share what goes on in her bath. Just think her children are gone. One dad has full custody of her son. Bedroom. I am glad she interviewed because I do see she is hurt, and it is a lot because she lost her kid. Right. That's another thing we got to keep in mind. You know, she got kids too. That's not with her. You know? They want a pound of flesh. Salute, Nita. Common sense tells us her speaking out has to come from the betrayal she feels from her own family she still loves. There you go, Eve. There you go. They all failed Naziah, and that guilt is eating them up alive. Not the best mother by trusting her sister. They don't want to change their views of being angry. I wonder why her daughter says she told her what happened at the party. Do you think, Shank, you could ask Marquita to get Shannon on the panel? I could ask her. And if Shannon, if you're watching, you can pull up. I would love to have you pull up. And the interview will go the same way the interview with Marquita with. Whatever you tell me to stay away from Shannon, I'm going to stay away from it. I know that it's a very tense situation, sensitive. I know you can't say, I know that. You know what I mean? So, Shannon, if you would like to pull up, maybe get some things off your chest. We can just start with clearing up things that is out here that is false. And we could just stay right there, Shannon. We ain't got to go nowhere else. I would just like for you to come on just to clear up the things that we may have wrong. Because here's my opinion. I'm sure we got a lot of things wrong. I'm sure of that. She knows what happened. They told her what they did, and she wants to keep her sister from getting locked up. Let me ask the chat. How many of y'all agree with Jenny? Drop a 3. Drop a 3 if you agree with Jenny. And it's okay if you agree with Jenny. She knows what happened. They told her what they did, and she wanted to keep her sister from getting locked up. Drop a 3 if y'all agree. Let me catch up, y'all. I don't mean to skip over no comments. I'll come back to y'all. Don't worry. I'll come back. I'm gonna catch this chat. All right. So we got some 3s. Miss FBI, Top Flight, Layla, Lady Leo, Talonda, Real Kern. I see through you, April, Tanika, Ariana. So we got some 3s down there. We got a lot of 3s. We got a lot of 3s. And y'all are entitled to that. Y'all are entitled to feel how y'all want to feel.
The first night, I had her. I had her. Not her. Lady was in the next room sleep. I had her. That was my baby.
Where was you at when you first heard that she was missing or she didn't come home?
I was at home. Me and Drake staying together in our old home.
Y'all gotta bear with me. I do get emotional. Is it anything that you can tell me about Jarvis as far as his character? Do you see Jarvis with harming?
Odin Valhalla Rising, now available on mobile and PC, exclusively.
Hurting Naziah, if I may ask that?
Can you repeat that, please?
Do you believe Jarvis would hurt Naziah?
I don't believe that he would, but you never know you know what somebody is capable of doing.
That's true. That's true. Appreciate that new membership, Marty. Appreciate that new membership, Marty. How did you feel when you found out that Shannon and Jarvis was a couple? Did you object to it? Did you try to discourage Shannon from dealing with Jarvis, or you just was like, that's my sister, she gonna do what she want to do? So
What do you mean by I was against it? Can you go in a little bit more detail about it? I mean, what you trying to ask?
Okay, now Jarvis has a record of inappropriate touching children.
Mm-hmm.
So when you found out, or let me just say, if you found out, well, I guess I can't say when you found out, because I'm sure you found out. When you found out that Jarvis had that on his record, what was your words to Shannon?
To be honest, I really don't think me and my sister really had that conversation for real, for real. I don't know. And that's being honest. I really don't think if we kind of had that conversation. If we did, I really don't remember. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think we even really talked about it. Talked about the background or whatever the case may be. I know we just talked about, niggas be niggas, but not so much depth into it, because I don't think we even talked about it. So I'm gonna just leave it at that, because it's kind of foggy. I don't know.
Okay. Was you and Jarvis ever in a relationship? Any kind
Never.
of relationship?
No. What I can say is I did meet him first. Yes. We exchanged numbers. No, I never talked to Jarvis at that time. That's when I had my son. I was going to work first. No, never got a chance to talk to him or anything. So no.
Now, one thing I know y'all gotta give Marquita credit for. Appreciate that super chat, D Money. D Money says that is. I know one thing that y'all gotta give Marquita credit for when it comes to Jarvis. Salute, Leezy. Jarvis wasn't her type. And y'all didn't seen before when I asked the females about Jarvis. Well, yeah, Shank Rock, if he, didn't, had that charge, Shank Rock, then, he would be good as gold. Well, Shank Rock, he's not a bad looking guy. But Marquita wasn't having none of that. And Marquita was the first one. Marquita says, nah, Shank Rock, he wasn't my type. Can we all agree with giving Marquita at least that? Or some of y'all still say, nah, Shank Rock, I ain't giving Marquita no kind of credit. Come on, y'all, talk to me now. Drop a 5. Drop a 5 if we gonna give Marquita credit for at least not getting with Jarvis. Abel says, I give her that. Lisa says, no. Lisa ain't budging. Jenny says, I give her that much. Boo Banger says, there's no credit. Some of y'all just won't give Marquita no credit at all. And ain't nothing I could do about it. Ain't nothing I could do about it. Y'all entitled to that. I can't take it away from y'all. But she said she wasn't feeling Jarvis. She said she wasn't feeling him.
I
Why
didn't know
was
anything. I
I'm
didn't know
sorry.
anything. I didn't know anything about his background. We just exchanged first names and phone numbers. That was about it.
Why wasn't he your type?
Cause I wasn't my type is dark skinned guys. You know, I never got into doing the light skin thing. It was me and Shannon, my twin sister thing. She liked the light skin, I liked the dark skin. So
there y'all have it. Appreciate that membership, Nika. Appreciate that membership. There y'all have it. Jarvis wasn't her type because she wasn't into the light-skinned dudes. She was into the dark-skinned dudes. I know that hurt a lot of y'all ladies' feelings because there's some of y'all ladies that like them light-skinned dudes. Drop a 7. Drop a 7 if y'all like them light-skinned dudes. Drop a 8 if y'all don't like a light-skinned dude. Watch how many 7s get dropped, Leezy. Watch how many 7s get dropped, Lisa. Drop a 7 if y'all like the light-skinned dude. There go them 7. Okay, that was some 8s. That was some, okay. I only see 2 7s. Tanika said, I like both. Now, y'all, stop it now. Boo banger. Look, y'all, stop it now. You don't stop trying to act like y'all don't like them light-skinned dudes now. Don't make me call y'all funky asses out. Stop playing with me now. Nisi says, I'm light-skinned and I don't like them. Come on, y'all. Let's keep it real. Red Jewel says, I'm going to drop, what'd she say? I'm going to drop 4. What'd she say? Damn, Jewel, where you drop that? Let me grab this comment. Come on now. There you go. Jewel says, I'm going to drop a 4 because I'm not big on what color you are. Jewel, come on, Jewel. I thought we was going to keep it real. I love a dark-skinned man. Let's have, I ain't going to go that far and have too much fun. But sometimes I like to have fun, y'all. Let me see this. And keep it real. Keep it real. Drop a 9. Drop a 9 if y'all would date Jarvis. Keep it real. Drop a 9 if y'all would date Jarvis. Ain't nobody gonna drop a 9. I'm done with the 8s. I don't want no 0s. Drop a 9. See, y'all ain't playing fair. I'm gonna ask the question again. Drop a 9 if y'all would date Jarvis. Boo Banger says 9. F out of here. Come on, man. Stop playing with the old man. Alice dropped it. Juanita says, that's a hard no for me. Someone dropped the 9. You missed this, Shank. Nah, but they put the FOH with it. I love bald head chocolate candy bar with nuts. -9, Shank. All right, y'all. Laughing out loud, Shank light skin has been out of style since 1992. Well, drop a 9. Because y'all already answered that. I ain't fooling with y'all, man.
you know, I was okay. Let me try to see what the hype about for a light skinned guy, but I never dibble and dabble. So that's that.
Now, did Jarvis, because we know that Jarvis did some handiwork around the house with Miss Annette. Did he ever do any handiwork around your place? Maybe paint, maybe fix some things?
Why would I need Jarvis to come over and do anything, and I got Dre to do anything and to do that right then and there?
How long you and Dre been together?
Me and Dre been talking since the end of 21. We've been together for 3 years.
One of the best when it comes to the hands.
My man Dre. My man Dre. Shout out to Dre. Dre says I'm the best when it comes to the man. When it comes to the hand. Dre, bring your ass up here, Dre. Shanika says, nah, I'm not going to lie. I don't know his back here. Let me bring Dre up here. Come on, Dre. It's me and you, Dre. Let me let Dre represent one time. Dre, click the link. I need Dre. I need you to click the link, Dre. Click that blue StreamYard link. I got your back, Dre. We get ready to get some things off of our chest, Dre. Dre a soldier. Shannon says, Shank, you implying women don't like you. I love black American, brown skin, tall. Dre, come on, Dre. We going. See, when I first met Dre, and Dre will tell you, I said, Dre, you solid. Dre solid. In my opinion, Dre could correct me if I'm wrong. People don't know how to take Dre. Look at Leezy. Leezy. Look at Shank funky ass back there smiling like a chess cat. Leezy. See, y'all like the funky ass. Look at Leezy. Now, drop what number I ain't used? Drop a 4. Watch this, y'all. I bet the chat gonna be filled up with 4s. Drop a 4 if y'all like it when I call people funky asses. Drop a 4. Come on, get them 4s up. Get them up. Get them up. Get them 4s up with your funky ass. Get them 4s up. Look at Cindy. Come on. There we go, Donna. Drop them 4s. Come on now. There you go. But see, sometimes you got to call a spade a spade. And whenever you hear me use that funky ass, y'all know I got to use it. You know what I mean? I got to use it because see, it used to be an old saying when we was young. She act like her ish don't stink. Yes or no, ladies? Y'all remember? Even the ladies, even the females would say it about other females. I can't stand her. She act like her ish don't stink. That's all a funky ass is today. A female that don't think her ish stink, walk around with her nose all up in the sky. You know, you try to holler at them. They look at you and give you that look. Like, are you talking to me? Excuse me, are you trying to yeah, you're funky. Yeah, I'm trying to holler at you. Y'all know, come on now. Y'all all can relate to it. So whenever you got to call a spade, go ahead and call a spade, y'all. And if we can get to that, appreciate you for pulling up for the first time, Donna. Y'all give Donna a warm welcome. If we can get back to keeping it real, I think we'll go a long way. I think things will get better if we could just get back to keeping it real. You know, if you see somebody doing something, call them out. You know, don't sugarcoat things for them. You know, don't be a yes man or a yes woman for them. You know, when you see him doing something wrong. You know. But I like Dre. I like Marquita. Because I'll say it again. Marquita didn't have to come up here. And there's some content creators that I do got to shout out that did the reaction to my demonstration. I believe Brittany Ann. Shout out to Brittany Ann. I think Cold Peace. Shout out to Cold Peace. They kept it real. And if you did a reaction to it and I didn't call you out, no, don't feel offended. I just didn't see it. But I know Brittany Ann done a reaction to it. Cold piece. Let me see if anybody else down there that y'all know. They did good commentary off of it, you know. So shout out to them, you know. And I don't mind nobody using my content. I don't mind nobody using my content. And even if you don't shout me out, at least don't try to crack slick on the side. You know what I mean? Don't talk ish about me on the side. And when your subscribers get all in your chat with my girl, damn, what's her name? Damn, she funny too. Damn. But anyway, when your subscribers be all on the replay gang, running my name, check them. Say, you know what? I can't allow you to do Shank Rock like that. If you want to do Shank Rock like that, take your funky ass over in his chat. See, I'm waiting for y'all funky asses to get in my replay gang with it. I'm going to wear y'all funky asses out. And I know y'all watching. Bring them comments in my replay gang. I'm going to wear your funky ass out. Y'all hide behind them fake avatars. Y'all hide behind the keyboards and stuff like that. So don't nobody know y'all. Yeah, y'all can talk ish about somebody. Don't nobody know y'all. But I'm going to find out who you is. Let's make it fair. Let's just make it fair. If they come in your chats as content creators, if they come in your chats and when they want to get on Shank Rock, say, go and take your funky ass over there and put it in Shank's chat because I'm waiting to see Shank roast your ass. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100. Don't use no fake pages and all that. Keep it 100. Leave them comments in this demonstration. Because I got to give y'all what y'all want. You know what I mean? Some people will say, man, Shank, man, don't entertain them. Nah, I'm going to entertain them. I'm going to entertain them. When they do something to you, you don't entertain them. Don't tell Shank Rock how to handle his BI. Because sometimes Shank got to set a motherfucker straight. Sometimes Shank got to check a motherfucker just to let him know where I'm coming from. Now, I go through this. I get on this rodeo almost all the time. Ask my moderators that been down with me for over 2-3 years. They'll tell you. People always be coming for Shank. Most of the time, Shank will let them slide. But then, Joe Clark come out. You know what I mean? I'm waiting. Y'all know I'm waiting. Let's go. Let's go. Shank, he all peaceful. Okay. Come in my replay game and let's see how peaceful I am. I'm going to drop the link. We ain't going to be here that much longer. I'll drop the link for a few seconds. But Marquita is not down that rabbit hole. Let me give y'all. Also, I forgot. Switching lanes. Season 3. We are working on Switching Lanes Season 3. If you would like to be in Switching Lanes in these up and coming episodes, if y'all would like to be in it, hit me up. If you got merch, if you got shirts, hoodies, socks, and you want to get your You want to get your merch into the episodes, hit me up. If you got music, and you want to get your music played in the Switching Lanes episode, hit me up. Let me know, y'all. You the best, Dre?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna let you come in. What do you mean by you're the best?
I love to create things. I love to make things. I love to draw. I love to paint. I just anything with art in it, I'm in it. That's why I be thinking so much.
So the question, Marquita, I guess was before Dre's time.
Introducing Twilio Segment, the ultimate tool to make your ad spend go farther using first-party customer data on LinkedIn.
Did you ever have Jarvis do anything handy around any of the places that you stayed at before Dre's time?
Hell no, because I always got a nigga that know how to do shit. No, Jarvis wasn't my man. I didn't need him.
Your relationship with Naziah's mother, Lady. How's your relationship with Lady?
I should say, as a kid, she was like, as grown up, she was like a big sister that you would want to be around. But then again, you know,
she said that Lady was like the big sister. Appreciate that super chat, Stephanie. Stephanie says, I can't believe that psycho, you know what, use your content after telling someone not to go to anyone else's channel while the nerd. Right, Stephanie. You know what I mean? And here's the cold piece about it. She had been taking jabs at me. She had been throwing shots. Like I said, I ain't worried about that. But using my content. So she backed to using my content, throwing jabs. And somebody pulled her up and said, damn, you using that man's content on your platform. Why you so bitter towards him? And that right there alone should let her know everybody see you for who you are. Everybody see you for who you are. Miss Parker called you out, but Miss Parker wasn't the only one that called you out. You had got busted. You lost your subscribers. You lost your people because everybody see you for who you are. You played yourself. You know, you played yourself. Nobody was trying to bully you. You just got called out on your ish. And then you come back on some more ish. Come on, Milky Way. Come on. When you come in, if I mention your name, I ain't even got to mention your name. Look at the chat. Look what the chat's saying about you. If Miss Parker do a live, look and see what the chat's saying about you. If the other content creators do a live, look what the people in the chat is saying about you. It's a no-brainer. Kiwana and Janelle don't even mess with you. Come on. It's a no-brainer. And that's all I'm saying, Stephanie. And then to be bitter and take jabs at me and stuff like that. Come on, shorty. Come on, don't do Shank Rock like that. Don't do Shank Rock like that. But I know what it is. Like I said, I done dealt with hoes like you all my life. I know what it is. Y'all want the attention. You want the attention. Well, you got your attention. You got the attention that you will seek from Shank Rock. I hope you happy. Are you happy? Are you happy? Finally, I got Shank Rock's attention. Finally, Shank Rock noticed me. People weird, y'all. Let me drop this link and get some other people up here. Cause I'm, you know what I mean? I'm on one, and you know, I crash out on this demonstration. Shit. I crash out. You know she is, Kenya. Watch. 11:30, she gonna strike up her live. Y'all know, because she used to go live like in the daytime and around 8 and at other times. But when she lost her following, I go at 10. And by 11:30, I'm finished. Right? What time she strike up her lives? 11:30. So, because I already got the crowd. So when she strike up that live right after my live, then people gonna go to her. At first, it was working for a couple demonstrations of her, but people saw right through you. So people stopped going. You lost your people. Shank Rock don't lose his people. Kylie, I see you, Kylie. I think we went to school together. I went up Chickapan. I went up Patterson Park. I went up Northern. I went up Northwood. I was detained out Charles Hickey a couple times. Appreciate that super chat, Nika. See, you see how the people love Shank Rock. You know what I mean? You see the love that Shank Rock get. That's what you want. And your funky ass subscribers, oh yeah, I'm gonna call the funky ass subscribers out too. This what you see, your content create. This what she's supposed to be on. She ain't got it. Don't nobody fool with her. I mean, come on. How you gonna be on some spiritual? You know, when people talk about spirituality, they take that serious. How you gonna be talking spirituality, but you dress like a demon? Now y'all see why I call her a funky ass? That's a funky ass. You on some spirituality stuff, but you dress like a demon. Who does that? Britt says, oh, you was over East Shank. I was out the county over West. I went to Woodlawn and Milford Mills. I know about Woodlawn and Milford Mills. Shout out to Baltimore. Shout out to Baltimore. Shout out to my folks from Baltimore. Shout out to my folks from DC. I see you all, Nita. Shout out to people from all over. Mysterious. I see y'all. What I might do, what I might do is I might get some content creators from the Mode 3 sector to pull up over here and get them some food. Because one thing about the Mode 3 sector gonna eat. So I might just get the content creators from the Mode 3 sector to pull up and feed them. You better sit down somewhere, seriously. You better sit down. Mysterious said I retired, but I'm here. You better sit down somewhere. Seriously. Now I want that D money. And it's only one. Let me just put it in its proper perspective. It's only one. She know who she is. Should I do it lazy? Come on, man. Come on. Say Mode 3 sector 3 times and watch what happens. Mode 3 sector. Mo 3 sector. Shank, she's gonna be calling you a demon and a spirit sucker and vampire and everything else tonight. You know she is. But look, she already eat off of me anyway, right? Right? So I'm gonna make sure she eat. I'm gonna make sure she play with herself. I'm gonna really give her a ride. I'm gonna really have her like, oh, Shank Rock. I'm gonna really give her something. Your funky ass self. Get on your knees, you funky ass demon. Get your funky demon ass on your knees. Back it up. Slow. Back it up slow. Your funky demon ass. Didn't I tell your ass to back it up slow? I'm more lost than the Easter Bunny at the 4th of July. Let me drop this link, y'all. Let me drop this link, man. Let me drop this link, man. I love to see content creators have a comedy. It's a beautiful thing. Appreciate that super chat, Stephanie. Her ancestors better let her know that Miss Parker ain't the one. Woo! 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 I'm out of subscribers. Salute, Miss Parker.
I know you didn't say you was great. Call my sector over here to do nothing.
Look, your sector already over here. Shit. Mo 3 sector already over here.
You know I could easily scratch her damn Shank, but she's not worth it.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Because it's all a derailment. Look what we just came from, and that's what they want. That's what she wants.
Yep.
And you got me. So what we need? What you got to scratch her down for? That's what they want. I'm going to come for Shank Rock because I know Miss Parker's coming and I'm not. Right. And I'm not because I came too far. I know what y'all mad about. Y'all want justice for this girl, but y'all don't. Y'all trying to make it about her. Y'all want to deflect all y'all. Nobody told you to go behind the scenes with Kiwana and Janella and do what y'all did. You was holding shit against them and they was with you. You know what I'm saying? It was fair exchange. Everybody was being two-faced. Cause see, when you hold a receipt, that's one thing I hate is when somebody holds receipts for rainy days. Cause I even talk to Kenya all the time. She in the chat. I talk to her more, her and Lizzie and Callie and China Baby. I talk to them more than anybody. And I don't even remember all our conversations because I'm not holding on to nothing for a rainy day against no content creator. We are here to prosper and grow and be the voices for these kids and these families. But instead it keep being all these it's like a Illuminati and I can't argue with a bitch in costumes all for $365 a year. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't take it serious. So I know even as subscribers, this is for y'all. Nobody care where y'all go. We grown. We gonna move around. You know what I'm saying? To hear what people got to say. But at the end of the day, if you really mean stand for something, you don't fall for anything. And the fact that that's where we putting up subscribers, that people that really want to hear about Nazaya, people, they got to stay in the clouds and watch because they rock with you. They scared to drop down because your ass is so, it's just simply retarded. Like I said, that's the best thing Jarvis Butts ever said in his life, is just simply retarded. We've done too much scratching. We doing everything that we saying the family shouldn't be doing. Everything the family shouldn't be doing, we're doing it as content creators. They watching everybody crash out. I'm not crashing out.
I am.
I'm not making no lives for Dehydrated Goat. I'm not coming. I'm not. I did my big one on her That's it. You know what I'm saying? For those that don't like me because of her, that's fine. God bless y'all. You know what I'm saying? God bless y'all. I ain't wishing harm on nobody. I'm not wishing nothing bad for nobody. Like I said, we here. We here to the point where we got June 20th coming up. Less than a month away. Then less than a month from then, about 5-6 months from now, we got a jury duty coming up.
And let me say this, riders, y'all got permission to knock Ish over. Rock Squad, y'all already know, knock Ish over. Everybody that's new or knock it over. Get the chat lit. Get the chat lit. Throw the tacos up, hot dogs, throw the lipsticks, throw them all up.
They even sending their minions in here. Shank, I love a big chocolate, bald-headed peanut. Get out of here, whore. I just had to say it. Step off, whore. And for y'all to sell, I done seen it too much. Of women being so loose. She came in here so loose. Throwing herself, you know what I'm saying, at you. I let you know you a part of that camp. I done been on this app for 5 years and ain't never been loose as a goose. Don't get me started. Whore in my Boosie voice. Drop it all in the chatty. Girl, bye now. The fuck? Go play with y'all kids. Find something to do. Because y'all not here for justice. And those are facts. Yep. They are not here for justice, Shane. See, we can get paid all day when it's some shit negative. Yep. When there's some negative bullshit going on, man, y'all quick to, goals and everything be met, some more shit. I'm not with that shit. I'm really here about these kids. And it's happening so often in our neighborhoods, it could be ours next. Yep. So I ain't got time to be going to watch every little like, nah, I'm not doing it. I ain't doing it.
There them hot dogs go. There them hot dogs go. Throw up them hot dogs.
Think you whores done.
Maybe I need to take her, Miss Parker, around the back and give her some water out the water hose. What you think, Miss Parker? Maybe I need to get her some hot dogs with no ketchup, mustard. Maybe, see, that's what they want. Now, I can, Pee-wee will tell you, I can make a funky ass walk up and down the street in the rain, in the pouring down rain. Shane, can I come in now? No. Stay your funky ass out there. I can. I'm with it. It's nothing. It's nothing. But don't come messing with Shank Rock. Like I said, it's a proper way to get at Shank Rock. The proper way to get at Shank Rock ain't like that. You don't get at Shank Rock like that.
And you can lead the whores to water, but you can't make the whores drinky. Whores. And I've showed off enough. But okay, Shane, go ahead.
Yeah, I just, because I knew where you was at and I knew you wasn't going to address it and entertain it. And I said, well, it is my content that she used. So I was like, let me just address it and, get it over with and then move on, And remember, y'all, switching lanes. Remember, y'all, if y'all are interested in being and switching lanes, these new seasons that's coming up, let me know. Switching lanes is back in action. I'm looking for new characters. I'm looking for anybody that has merch, that's trying to get their merch up and running. Anybody with music, hit me up.
Shank, you did a great interview. Real quick, that was a good interview. I asked this to the subscribers, even me being a subscriber of yours, myself, and so many others, Mocha, Shanitra, Brittany, and I asked the subscribers that's in the chat now, do we want justice or Do we want to hear from them? Because what if Shannon did want to come talk? Let me ask y'all this: if Shannon did want to come talk, would y'all want to hear from her, or do we want to just keep saying what it is?
Right. And let me just say this, Miss Parker.
And that's just a real question.
Britt seen it. I just didn't like when she tried to insinuate that Shank has a personal relationship with Shannon. That's look, yeah, he called her Shan. I ain't call her Shan. Drake called her Shan. But you see, y'all see how somebody can twist the narrative. Do he know them personally? Do they know them personally? I ain't called Shan. That was Dre that referred to her as Shan. That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm trying to say to people. Y'all gotta be careful with the bullshit that y'all do. Y'all get these twisted narratives started, and then it get twisted, and then before you know it, it goes around, and yeah, you know Shank know them. Then before you know it, yeah, you know Shank was messing with Shannon, because why he calling her Shan? I ain't called Shannon Shannon. Come on. Come on. See, that's the bullshit that you starting. That's a funky ass. That's what funky asses do. Hold tight, Miss Parker. That's what funky asses do. Twist shit and get shit started. Leave me out of your twisted demonic shit that you got going on. I stand on truth. I got knowledge of self. I got knowledge of self. That shit won't affect me. I was taught by the best. So that shit that you got going ain't going to affect me. Just leave Shank Rock alone. Damn. Go ahead, Miss Paul. Oh yeah, he called her Shan. It's interesting. He know them. Do they know them? Go ahead, Miss Parker.
I didn't want to. I just wanted to say whore, Shank. It just sounds good. I don't know. I wouldn't, talk about nobody in particular, but yeah, that's crazy. Let me stop y'all. Get serious. It just horror sounds good sometimes, and it comes in at the right time. But how you use somebody's content and then come for them. You use our content, and if y'all go back, it didn't just start the other day. She's been doing it for quite some time, and this pay her does, because that's throwing us off of, you know what I'm saying? You got that interview, and you know what I'm saying? The hate's gonna come with it. I agree, Mysterious, 100%. We already know how it is. What up, Dana J? What it do? Salute to you. And it is a distraction, and that's why I ain't been saying that, because I'm on right, Mysterious. Just keep it moving. That's all you gotta do. And y'all shout out to the Good Pussy Tabernacle down there. Good old Mysterious. Yeah, Mysterious, we did. So it was an epic interview. She said she's one and done. She's not coming back on nobody's platforms. So to me, it's only certain things she could have talked about, because her daughter we can't forget, her daughter is a witness in the case. So we can't say they didn't ask the right questions. Well, goddamn it, look, y'all start a platform, and they all got social medias the same way. I had to find them. Y'all go find them. To say so many other content creators found them. Y'all go find them. Open up your platform. It's free to start YouTube. You just got to eventually pay for your StreamYard. But other than that, start a platform and go ask those questions that y'all won't ask. And if y'all really do want something asked, Brittany put it in a super sticker, and so many other people have put it in a super chat. Their questions. It's hard. It is hard being a content creator. It is hard. It is hard doing content, but it's harder getting those people here to make them comfortable, to trust them. They get attacked so much. And we can judge, but damn, hold the shit off. Let us get our questions off. We don't need them up here irritable to where everything is like, okay, I'm ready to go. Wrap it up. Y'all see how Dre was looking at the comments, and as a content creator, I had to take full responsibility of shit I wasn't saying, but I can't stop y'all at the same time for feeling away. But how do y'all expect us to bring them on? I don't even want to bring them on here no more. I said it, and then I bought Dre. What happened? We did the same shit over and over. So we ain't gonna be able to get shit out, and I'm not gonna keep reaching out to these people to come, and this is what it is. Bitch, you killed the baby. Bitch, where's the wait a minute.
No,
You know?
let me slide in. This Dana J. Dana J, I'm good. This my people. This one of my day ones from Baltimore, y'all. Dana J. Dana J, he good.
Yeah, Dana J, good people. We didn't get a lot of questions out, Naya. We didn't, but like I said, and Mysterious, you know what? I had to quit opening the panel. Because we can't keep our emotions together. I tell y'all, if y'all can't even hold y'all emotions together, that's sad because I wanted to so draw my link, but I was like, I can't have all that. I don't want to hear all that shit. I'm tired. My head hurts now. I don't want to hear all that screaming. And then we go back to the chat. Oh, I'm so sorry. I was emotional. So we'll stay in the chat with your questions. Let the people that can control themselves come up and get their questions answered. I don't know what else, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what else it is that y'all want from the people. I don't know. And then y'all come in and expect us as content creators to give y'all the answers to a lot of stuff that we hear just like y'all. I just dig a little deeper than Shane. I stay up for hours with y'all when, you know what I'm saying? What y'all think? Let's break it down. I stop the videos, whatever we need to stop, run it back 1,000 times and do all of that. So it's hard. And then what happened to these kids is even harder. So shout out to all the content creators except Baby Goat. Not Baby Shark, Baby Goat. Right, mysterious people gonna yell at them. People ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? But if we want certain things answered from the person themselves, we had Marquita here. Now how do we get Shannon here if it's gonna be? Because are they looking? They watched. So I mean, I don't, I don't know what nobody wants at this point. Let's go, Purple. But shout out to Shanitra Speak. Shout out to Brittany Ann. Shout out to my girl for sure, Toot Uncensored. And that beautiful tribute that she did. She had Blue Cheese there performing. It was nice. And all of this arguing again, it's not getting us nowhere, Shane. It's not. I'm not doing it. I ain't doing it. I only said horror because it sounds good tonight. But other than that, I ain't my energy been good. We got people going through. We got people in the chat that need help. We got sisters and brothers in the chat that's fighting trauma and demons and need help, resources, and so much other stuff. Like, man, there's so much we could be doing right now than all of this arguing. Let her figure it out with her chat. Other than that, let's just focus on Nazaya. Let's just focus on London, Thomas. Let's focus on Janiah McMichael Rogers. Those kids that need us right now. It's kids that need us right now. So let's keep our focus. Mysterious, they don't know nothing about take a break. Hey, Dior. But it was one thing I do want to point out in the interview and stuff. It was a couple of things that I don't know what y'all picked out in the interview. I think I remember, but I don't remember everybody. But definitely the police brother stood out to me because Janelle was always, and this is what I say about people when y'all put out stuff. Y'all don't have to put out everything, because we know how to not tell about our families. We know what to say and what not to say. And if it's something you just don't choose to say, I wouldn't lie about it. You know what I'm saying? I simply wouldn't just answer it. But when I heard Janelle say that, yeah, I don't know where people got that from. That she got a police son. No, Florentino was gonna be a security guard, but he didn't get the job. But other than that, no. And you said so adamantly, it makes me think you wasn't telling the truth until we get Marquita on the panel, and then she's like, "Yeah, I do, but I'd rather not say his name for just because his job." And it's like, why? You know, I just be like, what makes y'all just tell lies instead of just leaving it alone? Just leave it alone. Leave that question alone altogether. Skip right past it. As if it wasn't even asked to you. But when it was asked, you said that. And that's all we keep coming to, don't do it mysterious. But don't it's cases over about a 13-year-old girl. Not just a 13-year-old girl. Nazia Harris was pregnant by her auntie's boyfriend. And it's crazy that throughout all of this, so many lies have been told. And it's came from the family, not us, because we don't know them. We can only go off of what they say within this case, Shank. And it is so sad that I've heard so many lies and shit like that. Because for one, I wouldn't even be on here if it is nothing about justice, strictly justice, and what y'all can help me do for me and mine. All the other shit's out the window. And it was my baby daddy that impregnated my niece. I ain't got shit to say to nobody. It's strictly justice for my niece. Strictly justice for my cousin. I only want to participate if it's about justice. I only come on the internet just to speak truth.
Appreciate that super sticker, Sylvia.
So all this back and forth, and I'm with you, Kenyatta, with that one too. The extended family members for a reason. They don't know nothing. They want to act like they know something. Yes. And this what gets me too. Can I say this, Shank, real quick? Mm-hmm. That's what gets me about Tilapia Teabag Woody. Marquita's up here, but this is what I'm saying. I want to face you while you're in. I want to be face to face. I don't want to. Why wait until she's done with her interview and then text? I would like to say a couple of things that she had wrong. Why not face her? You get what I'm saying? So it got to be true. Anytime that behind the scenes shit start and now y'all want to debunk lies, because I'm debunking your shit right there. Why you right there? Wait a minute, here I come. Give me a second. But it wasn't like that. Tilapia Teabag wants to debunk lies that was said about them when it was right here. You should have hit that panel. You hit that panel to virtually teabag Shank any other time. But now that the interview's done, you want to debunk. No, we're not. We're not. Because that's the type of shit we need from her. Come up here and talk about what you know. All that I don't know. Well, stay behind the scenes, text and Shane. You come a virtual teabag when you got answers. But I felt like Marquita was up here. She was respectful. All she had to do was drop in the chat like she do any other time and say, hey, Shank Rock, can I hit the panel? I'd like to debunk what she just said. You know what I'm saying? She's not being honest or whatever. But anytime it's about her daughter, you know, it's always going to be, let me debunk that. So, yeah, I ain't going. And y'all, she did say she's getting her some help.
She did. You know, that's why I say you gotta respect her. You know, she said, yeah, we failed her. We all failed her. We could have, you know, done better. We all failed it. Like I said, They family ain't no different from everybody else's family. Everybody's family, believe it or not, we all got jacked up family members. You know, all of us do.
Mm-hmm. Let me see something else they said. That stood out to me. Lizzie said if they lie about little things, they damn sure gonna lie about big stuff. She just hit the panel for Mimi. Who hit the panel for Mimi, Brie?
You probably talking about Kenya.
Mm-mm. After Marquita, we don't need none of them family interviews. It's not shit on that. That's what I said, Nay. I agree. Right, I don't spill. And it's not saying like, I'm not telling nobody like, oh, believe everything she said. Absolutely not. But am I gonna knock her for, you know what I'm saying, coming on the internet for the first time and speaking out? And they are, you know what I'm saying, they are being attacked by thousands. Not hundreds, thousands. And then people get mad at you for allowing them on your platform, and then not to ask the good questions. Will start a platform. Ask your favorite content creator to bring them to your platform and ask them all the shit that we didn't ask. All of this hate, all of this weird shit over these interviews is crazy. It's been a year. Why ain't y'all got them? That's why I be saying, Shank, all the subliminals and all that old weird shit. I don't have time for it anymore. I just don't. I really want to know what happened to Nazaya and where she's at. And most of the time I see people coming to chat and y'all be battling y'all own issues at home. And y'all bring that shit because of the issue at hand, and y'all bring that shit and deflect. And y'all put all that hate into this situation. And I know, because I done it. I've done it before. When I wasn't happy, I bring that shit right on this app. Be messy and miserable and some more shit. So yeah, no. I know a lot of stuff comes with the territory, mysterious. You know what I'm saying? I know that I can't stop nobody from the hate, but I'm just saying I don't gotta address it either. I feed a bitch dust. I'm good.
Appreciate that super sticker, lovely.
Right, Lizzie? Like, just say I don't know. That's it. I don't know. Right, Leela? Where's the baby at? I did, Britt. That's what I said. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Mister, you're doing good. You came a long way though. You paved your way, so. Oh, Shanika did say something about that's her family, I think. Shanika said about a lot. I think Shanika Dawson's the family. Oh, she said they lying. Dre is too. Shank, you dropped the link for Shanika?
Shanika won't come up. My bad, y'all.
She said first most front about the birthday, and you never been over there. Yeah, because she said they was her family.
I'm gonna turn my camera off for a second. I dropped the link for it.
And Royal Queen, you know, he said that to me. He called me after even they left my channel. He called me and he apologized today, and he said, he should have they should have been focused more on Naziah than their relationship. But in the heat of a moment in their world, that's just, I guess, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. She said, come for me if you want to. Shanika, who's coming for you? Yeah, Kenyatta. Yeah. I'm excited. She said they're lying. Right, Michelle Fry, I agree. I think it was good too, and I think what I liked about it, stuff, because even though it's the case in this their relationship that so many wasn't cared about, I liked it because how it wrapped up on a good note for them. Regardless what in their world, they might just mesh again. That's their life. You know what I'm saying? Um, I don't know. I know that this case has really caused a rift in their home. Clearly. Because it'd be the same way in my house. So if Shane can leave them out of here with a good note of, you know what I'm saying, they can start communicating because they do live together at the end of the day. And he can leave them out on a good note to, kind of start fixing things and, talking at the house or just go on their separate ways. You know what I'm saying? I can respect that. Me too, David Murray. I did too. Me too, Royal Queen. I can respect that, Diamond. Yeah, he did, Brad. He did. Right, Naya, right. Yeah, it was I see through you. They needed to vent and maybe wanted a mediator. Yup.
Because believe it or not, Shannon and Miss Annette, they have to be able to vent as well, regardless of how we feel about them. Shannon and Miss Annette, they have a story. They have a side. Now, whether we agree with their side or not, they got a side to tell. And their side should be welcome. Because we don't know. They know. Now, we could try to act like we know and push them away. We'll never know nothing. We'll never know nothing.
Everything will just be speculation. You know what I'm saying? And after hearing from her again, Shank, like I said, I would have always been like, well, why they lying about the police brother? Who said that? So that wasn't a lie all this time. So that gave me clarity on a lot of stuff. If y'all was reading between the lines with that, like,
Right. Right. Even Jarvis got a side to tell. As much as we believe he's a monster and he's sick, he still got a side. His side is he was touched. And you can't throw off that he was touched. And this is who touched Jarvis when he was 13 years old. This is a known fact. This is the woman that touched Jarvis when he was 13 years old. So what we going to do? Not hear his side? Appreciate the super sticker, Saucy. Appreciate the super sticker. See, in order for healing to take place, the person or the people that's going through the healing process, they have to get it off of their chest. I used to keep things bottled up. And I used to walk around mad at the world. And I used to keep things bottled up. And when I went to anger management, I owe my anger management teacher, I owe the judge that sent me, I owe them a lot, because through anger management, it taught me, the first thing it taught me was take 5 seconds. In any situation that you get in, take 5 seconds and think about that situation. Think, is it going to be beneficial or not? If the decision that I'm about to make, is it going to land me in prison or is it going to cost my life? So so now I'm in the healing process and I'm starting to vent and I'm seeing my mistakes. Because before anybody else can make a mistake, you have to invite them in to make that mistake. Now, let's take Jarvis, for instance. Let's just look at Jarvis. Jarvis knows what he's doing. Because Jarvis was touched when he was young, it doesn't excuse him for what he has done. Make no mistake about that. It don't excuse him. But in order for Jarvis to come clean, because there are things that Jarvis can tell us. But guess what? If nobody don't take the time out to listen to Jarvis, we'll never know. All I'm going to say is this. It's better to lend a listening ear than to open your mouth up about somebody that you don't have a clue of what they're going through. We are hurting spiritually, mentally. We are hurting, all of us. We are hurting. We all, once upon a time in our life, we all was faced with some kind of trauma. Right? Appreciate this super chat, Stephanie. Also, the stuff that we really want to know, they're not able to talk about because of the case. Exactly. You know, they're not able to talk about it. She said it before she even came up. When she came up, she said, let me get it straight first. I will not be talking about, I cannot talk about nothing pertaining to the case. That's why I called it Marquita's real. Marquita's going to tell who she is. Let's focus on who Marquita is, because we don't know. Let's focus on Dre. Dre needs some healing. Marquita needed some healing. Are we too big that our ish don't stink? Where are we at as a people? On the cross, it was the sinner. I mean, it was the thief and the murderer on the cross with Jesus. The sinner just knew he was in a better predicament than the murderer, right? But what did Jesus say to him? There is no greater sin. Sin is sin. So nobody's story, nobody's history is no bigger, lesser, smaller, deeper than yours. We all have to heal. We all gotta heal. Now, like I said, we can float around here like we all listen, we all left. Some of us do. Some of us do. Some of us are so bougie. Some of us are so holier than thou. Some of us really, really think that we are almighty. Some of us will talk and look down on others, but when it comes to them, they got all the excuses in the world why they ain't doing right. Y'all know these type of people. Yeah. See, you need to do this. Yeah. See, if I was you, I wouldn't have did it like that. But when it gets to their filth, when it gets to their dirt, When it gets to them, they got all the excuses in the world. We cannot overlook the Harris family. We can't. Now, Marquita, you can have your opinion on her. I can't stop y'all from having y'all opinion on her. But I'm just saying, for me, she's not down the rabbit hole. She's not. Those that's down the rabbit hole, they don't pull up over here with Shank Rock. Let me show y'all for a minute. He ain't pulling up over here with Shank Rock. Y'all remember his alleged baby mother pulled up. Who was here when his baby mother pulled up in the chat? Leezy, you was here. He ain't gonna pull up because he down the rabbit hole. I don't think Darnell Greer is down the rabbit hole. I don't think Darnell Greer is down that rabbit hole. But the evangelist is down the rabbit hole. Why the evangelist ain't pull up over here with me? See, those that's down the rabbit hole, they ain't coming over here with Shank Rock. Marquita came over here. Marquita don't got nothing to hide as far as her. Now, when it comes to her family members, she only doing what most of us would do. She's not going to throw her family under the bus. She's not. I don't expect her to throw her family under the bus. I don't.
But she couldn't ask like if she was pregnant and stuff because that's got to do with the case.
Right.
So she couldn't answer that. I did ask her, did she notice if she was pregnant? And I also asked her about the Mark D, the part where Roxy was in the kitchen with Shannon and Shannon admitting in her kitchen that she was pregnant and stuff like that. So, love you too, Mysterious. You good, Mysterious. You good. Because that's one thing I did have to explain to Dre now. I will say this, Shank. Like I said to Dre, it's a lot of emotions into this case. So everybody's not on in favor of y'all. And everybody's going to listen to any and everything y'all say, and we're going to react to it. It's not changing y'all words, but if I hear you say something, I'm going to react to it. And I'm going to break it down with my riders for sure. Everything that was said. And I'm going to say, what, she said this, she said that, he said this, he said that. If you said something, stand on it. If you didn't mean it, you know what I'm saying? You're talking too fast, just stand on it and stuff like that. And, after talking to him, he did apologize and stuff. And it was the comments, but I told him he cannot focus on the comments because, again, it's people that are listening to this case and taking it serious. Like, we're really deep involved in this case, and I'm the content creator, so I gotta show another side. I can't be up there like, yeah, and bitch, where the fuck, and just be nasty. That's gonna run them off. The energy's not gonna be right, and we're never gonna get nothing out. I want as much as I can. So yeah, that's all. But other than that, she did say that a touch of faith. She did. She did. And she also said Shannon wasn't the main. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't the main. So, yeah.
You going live, Miss Parker?
I did have some stuff to talk about, but why you great ended?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. Pennsylvania, and me and my wife is scared for our daughters to go outside. Shout out to my people from Pennsylvania. What part of Pennsylvania? Philly, Pittsburgh, Harrisburg, York, Reading, Camp Hill, Lancaster. What part of PA you in, David? Shout out to my Pennsylvania folks.
We was just there, wasn't we?
No, we was in Jersey. She called her a side chick.
Yes, she did.
I'm in Philly, and my kids know what's up, but it's definitely crazy. Shout out to my people in Philly. Marquita knows what's going on for sure, but her hands probably not dirty, so she is able to do interviews. I've done hours of research on Marquita and went deep down and found nothing. I'll say that much. That's what I'm saying. Talk with Prince, and some information came to me, and I was like, nah. Marquita ain't down that rabbit hole. I'm with you. Talk with Prince. Britt says, go live, Miss Walker.
Britt.
You have a lot of people in your bushes. All Jarvis cheerleaders are in your bushes. I wonder where the one that touched Jarvis when he young are in your bushes. Listen to come out. That's what I love about you, Miss Parker. You too real. Where you from, David? What part of Pennsylvania?
Rice, Cindy.
I believe York. That's up 83. Yep, that's straight up 83. David. I believe her hands is dirty. Twins stink together forever. I get it, but I'm one of those people that when it comes to kids, take everything standing out. I may be wrong for that, but I can't help it. No, I'm with you, King. I'm with you. That's why I'm where I'm at now. That's why I'm fired up now, because it's these kids involved. You know what I mean? Like we can entertain all of the above, but when it comes to kids is off limits. Period. We take care of the kids. I'm with you, King.
And the fault she got with me, Shank, is the fact that everybody knew. If Janelle knew that he was a pedo, so did Marquita and everybody else. Let's just keep it a buck. And we know that you know that he's a pedo from your daughter being on the stand. And it's ain't no dig, it's just the truth. Now, they can have their truth, because if you in therapy, and I say this to Marquita as a woman, if you truly in therapy, I get that certain things can't be talked about, and I do respect that, because I want this baby to get the justice, because there's so many flops in this damn shit. There's so many people trying to stop this from happening, y'all. Y'all got to pay attention to what's really going on with this case. There's so many family members that's trying to stop this from happening. All the deflection and the diversions. And this baby already been through enough in her life. So why do we participate in the diversions in all the fuck up? You know what I'm saying? If we love Nazai like we say, because I want to show her love. I do. I've been in my bullshit with this case too. Scratching, calling people whores and all of that. But we're not, like I said again, we're no better than them. This family has deflected from the skeletons, shown so many diversions to deflect from all the incest, all the SA, and so much more. And I'm not with it no more. I don't got time. I'm not letting nobody deflect. I'm not letting nobody hit. Like Jarvis, you could have that, Shank. He could never hit my panel. That's one time, you know what I'm saying? He would definitely have to come to you or however. I put that on my mother. I could never talk to a Jarvis to get anything from him. I'm good off of him. But far as the girls, yes. Would I ask the questions? Yes. That I can ask? Yes. But I'm not with the bullshit no more. Everybody's guilty. Everybody's guilty. The whole family is guilty. And they are guilty of something. It might not been touching for all, but if you knew, your ass touched. That's how I feel. If you knew somebody was in there touching the kids, not one, because if you touch your own daughter, guess what? We know you're going to touch the rest. And again, we would have been gave it up.
Shout out to my people from Pittsburgh and shout out to my people from Reading. Where them Steeler fans at? Where them Steeler fans at? Drop the Steelers in the chat if you a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. Go ahead, Ms. Parker.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, you know, all the back and forth, all the what my daughter did, all the I did it first. Fuck that. Because right now those kids that are still with us need us. We got to be a voice for Janiyah. We got to be a voice for her siblings. Because y'all got to remember, she was touched too by her father. And I did ask Marquita that, are you ready? Can you stop this? Are you willing to stop the curse? Now, we don't bring the characters here to say I did it first. I never bought nobody on her to say I did it first. I wanted to know the story, and I'm still going to find out the story of this baby. That's my thing. We're all different as content creators. Some people just want to know where she is. I want to know it all. My life with Naziah is a book. And just like a regular book, Shank, you got characters. Just like Marquita said, she didn't know Darnell, so Darnell was telling the truth. She didn't know who he was. But that went over people's head because we so busy want to say somebody's lying. We want to be stuck on weird shit when it comes to this case, when the focus should be Naziah and them kids. At this point, the adults don't matter to me. Because every time I go back to the preliminary, I always think about Marquita's daughter and what she said, the things that we heard she said. And I'm telling you, my kids are good, but it just make me want to take my 8-year-old granddaughter in. Like, let me raise her. Not because my daughter's a bad mother, but just where I just want after hearing that from a 8-year-old, it makes me want my granddaughter. And to protect her from the Jarvises, man. I'm like, King, they don't want it's a man saying we don't even want our kids outside. Y'all get what I'm saying? So this is a lot of kids involved, and it's kids that we don't even know about yet. Now, who's going to be the voice for them if we over scratching with each other, fighting with the family, or listening to the bullshit? And I'm advocating for the kids. I'm here for the kids, Shank, at the end of the day. I hope that Marquita's daughter's getting the therapy that she needs. That's gonna live with her for the rest of her life. And again, somebody turning a blind eye to a child saying, hey, he tried to touch me, and them shutting her up. And the generations to come. The generations of the kids to come after them is and this is why we all here. This is what brought us all together. Naziah brought us all together. So yeah, I ain't going. And that stood out too. Living living as Nene. If y'all go back to, me circulating the time that she said her phone went missing. And if y'all go back to kind of when she said her phone went missing, it's almost like I'm left to speculate. So those pictures are real. Not only are those pictures real, who's writing those messages in her phone? Where was she at for her phone to be taken? Was it by a family member or was it in school? That's why I said, what did y'all get out of what did y'all get out of that interview? Cause that definitely stands with me with them pictures now, and it definitely stands with me. And I ain't saying, Marquita, that you said that was, but you said her phone and you said 3 weeks. And when you did the tally of when that happened, that's when on messages and them pictures definitely started coming out. Right, Diamond. Right. Come on, Diamond. I don't remember touching face. Don't get me lying. I gotta go back through Shank's but that's her sister. Come on, Dorothy. It not on they was connected in the wound. They are connected in the wound, Dorothy. They have been connected by the hip ever since. This is her twin sister, identical, who has nested with their mother for most of their lives. And don't think for a second I could ever think that she would ever come out here and just be like, yeah, y'all, if my sister guilty. And I think if so, yeah. Come on, Diamond. Period. They did, King. They definitely knew what was up. That's why I said everybody's guilty. Everybody. Everybody. Because while they be protecting Uncle Daddy, let's call some shit out. Let's talk about some real shit. Y'all protecting Uncle Daddy, but Uncle Daddy didn't protect Naziah. Uncle Daddy didn't get that molester out of that house. Cause everybody knew. So y'all gotta cut that shit out. Cause maybe in y'all world it sounds okay. Cause that's your uncle, but it's not okay. I want the people who said she didn't. Yeah, she did, Royal Queen. You right. Right, Diamonds. Right. Now she did say that, Almighty. I'm just saying. Let's go, King. If you let a man in your home, King, you are a man. If you know your niece is allowing this type of man around your kids, her kids, man, I'm telling y'all, real men gonna go in there and handle that. Right. You are what you are. You can't come around mine. Cousin, uncle, I don't give a damn. You can't come around mine. I could love you to death. You could have been the best uncle and never touched me, but at the same time, no. Detroit Diddy, if you don't say nothing else, Detroit Diddy, if y'all ever paid attention to throughout this whole year of these few months that this story has came out, they won't say anything about that man at all. Come on, Lizzie, pay attention. Man, I'm turning shit up, King. Y'all heard me? I'm turning shit up, and we females, we got majority females in our family, but we turn shit up. Now, would I lie to y'all and say I might not stick a kid? Now the kid get her disrespectful cousin, no cousin. I'll be so mad. I can't say I won't stick one of the kids. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I'd be telling a fucking lie if I say I wouldn't hit one of them kids. Straight up. Somebody be like, bitch, you know you hit the kids. I wasn't thinking. Shit. The lies will picked apart. He must have connections or something. But Alexis, they all had been. Think about it. Alexis, really think about this right now, Alexis. They all been protecting him from when they knew, when they first found out. What are we talking about, y'all? We got to go to when they all first found out years ago. How old is Janiyah? They found out then. So what do we like when you go? Yeah, they all protected him. All of them, the whole family. BR, so when will you start a platform so you don't have to coddle them? And I'm gonna be right there in support of you doing your interview with them and stuff. Like everybody run their platform different. It be like people like y'all be trying to tell somebody how to run their platform instead of y'all just starting one and get them on there. It's super easy. They all got a social media. And it's free to start a YouTube channel. You just gotta pay for your StreamYard. They give you like so many free hours, but then after that, I'm just asking. Why won't nobody start their own platform and ask questions instead of getting mad at the content creator that does? Talk to them. That's all I'm saying. That's why I go get them. Like, here, let me get my riders and let's get on this and go find some people. Top Flight, Talk with Prince, they be on it for me. You get your team together and you just, you know what I'm saying? Hey, this is who I'm looking for. Then I go in for the kill. I found them. I got it. Okay, you don't have interest in speaking with criminals, but the ones that do, y'all try to you trying to control. Like, yeah, stop calling them and all of that. How was we coddling them? Because we didn't want it a shit wreck. We didn't do what you said for us to do. We didn't do what you wanted us to do. Like, come on, y'all. That should be weird right there. I'm willing to support anybody to start a channel. And don't care who you talk to. I ain't gonna never hit y'all comment section. I'm not even gonna tell y'all in the comment, you should ask this. Shit, I want something to ask. I'm either, can you drop that link or I'm gonna send a super sticker. I'm gonna make my shit stand out to be asked. Other than that, I don't be understanding it. Right, April. She's gonna ride with her sister. Yeah, Britt, you commenting. Marianne, I'm not interviewing with a hostile person. Detroit DD. All right, y'all. I don't know where Shankrock is. I don't know if his ass fell asleep. But I'm about to go live in a minute and go set me up a live. And I'll talk to my peoples over there, okay? Zilla, what you mean? No cursing in the chat. King, it is a lie. And ain't nothing wrong with questions. But if you got a question that you really, King, if you got a question, if I come in your chat, you're a content creator, and you got somebody up there that I just want to question anybody. If I want my question, you got over 800-900 in the chat. You're not gonna be able to see every question that everybody wants you to ask. Some of them are just back and forth, same questions, over and over. So that's all I'm saying. If it's something I really want to ask, I'm gonna send a 99-cent super chat. Here, hey Shane, can you ask him this? And Shank did for the people that did, and that sent in. He read every question, and he still try to get the chat too. So I don't know. Shank Rock, did you fall asleep?
Yeah, I had fell asleep. So how I do it when I got somebody that I'm interviewing like that, I put it on members only. So that gives everybody that brought memberships, that give them first dibs. And then I answer all super chats. So, and this is what I said in the beginning of every demonstration. If, like right now, it's over 700 people in here, and y'all see how the chat is constantly moving. So, I mean, like, if you have a question or a comment that you need for me to get to, get a super chat, because I answer all super chats. These are super chats. That's a super chat. Click on the $ symbol, and it'll show you how to get a super chat. You could get a super chat for as low as $1. You could get a super chat for as much as $500. But I answer all super chats. So just always keep that in mind. And as subscribers, you, like Ms. Parker was saying, and Juanita and all the other content creators that's in here, y'all can vouch. It's hard being a content creator. It's hard. You know, it's hard. So as subscribers, y'all just have to work with us and try not to put too much on our plate. Some content creators, even if you send a super chat, they won't even read the super chat. They won't even acknowledge you. They won't even speak to you at all. So for the content creators that do acknowledge y'all, work with us. You know, work with us. Sometimes I drop the link. Sometimes I'll be like, okay, let me drop the link if somebody want to come up. But it's hard being a content creator. It is. You know, sometimes you just don't feel like it. I don't feel like coming in front of y'all funky asses all the time. I had to slide that in, y'all. Appreciate the super chat, Stephanie. If you need to know, send a super chat like this. Right, just like that. And see, I answer them. But I had to slide that funky ass comment in. But sometimes I be tired. Sometimes I don't want to come. And then 2 hours, 3 hours. I used to do all-nighters. I see through you, remember? I used to be like Miss Parker, do all-nighters. You know? And then, you know, at least show y'all appreciation by tipping us. Send us some cash apps. You know, because this is a business. I fell asleep, David. I fell asleep. But grab a membership. Grab a super sticker. Grab a super chat. You know, work with us. Don't just, you know, just think it's all about what you want. Take your content creators in consideration and say, you know what? I'm going to support the channel. You know, I'm going to help them with their hard work. You know what I mean? And most and foremost, don't get on the content creators' bad side. Because ain't but so much that we can take. Y'all see me. Look, I broke on this demonstration. I said, F it. I'm going in. You know? It'd be a lot. Then, especially on a replay game. Almighty says, go back to sleep, Shank, since we all funky ass. You know? Then we read the comments. People be dragging us in the comment section. You know, you be like, damn. It drains you. It drains you. Appreciate that super chat, Day Walsh. On your way out, hit that like and subscribe. It doesn't cost your ass nothing. You meant to say it don't cost your funky ass nothing. But nah, Dave Walsh says, on your way out, hit that like and subscribe. It doesn't cost your ass nothing. Just kidding. Love you guys. And then, you know, I like to have fun. Y'all see, I like to have fun. I like people be roasting me, cracking jokes on me. It's all fun. You know, I'm a down-to-earth kind of guy, y'all. I'm a down-to-earth kind of guy. You know, same energy you give me, I'm going to give it to you. Yes, I do let some things slide. I do. But sometimes I just got to let a person know. And the night was one of those nights. Now, I hope that this will be the last time. I hope I don't got to come out of my character no more. All right. For content creators, y'all can use my content. If y'all shout me out, that's a plus. But if y'all don't shout me out, I won't be mad. Just don't crack slick on me. Don't talk bad about the content. You know what I mean? Don't try to take jabs at me. You know what I mean? Just be respectful. All right. Shank said I can use his content. Okay, I got you, Shank. Don't use my content and take jabs at me. Don't let your subscribers take jabs at me. Tell your subscribers, say, wait a minute. Go over in Shank's replay game. Go over there in Shank's chat and in his comment section and say all that stuff to him. Don't bring it in mine. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. As subscribers, y'all go anywhere on this app y'all want to go. But if somebody dragging me, just ride neutral. Just because I watch. I'll be watching the chats and I'll be in people's bushes. I watch. And if somebody dragging me, you don't got to leave. But I damn sure don't want to see you throwing up laughing emojis and talking shit and then turn around and come in my chat. What's up, Shank Rock? What's up, Shank Rock? We all grown. Come on, y'all. We grown. And let's act grown. You know what I mean? Let's act grown. I'm trying to hold my eyes open for Miss Parker to set up her. Where is Naziah Harris? I see through you, says, so the rock riders can eat your ass up. Exactly. I don't know where Naziah Harris is. And I believe we will find out when it comes time for trial, caller. I think when it comes to trial, I think we'll find out where she is. We don't know. We don't know. We want to keep hope alive. We want to keep praying that she is alive and safe, you know. But let's also keep in mind that there are other children that's in the Naziah Harris case. There are other children that need our help as well. So those other children don't end up in a situation like Naziah. All right. Make sure y'all throw up some pink hearts. That's another thing we found out from Marquita. She said that Naziah's favorite color is pink. So we found out a lot of things from Marquita. We did. We found out a lot of things from Marquita. And I'll say it again. Marquita, I appreciate you for pulling up. Dre, I appreciate you for pulling up. Hashtag justice for Naziah. I'll leave the chat running and y'all can hang around. Miss Parker is setting up her live. Remember, everybody, switching lanes. Switching lanes. Matter of fact, let me run to some switching lanes episodes. If you are interested in being a character in switching lanes, let me know. If you got music, if you got merch, hit me up. All right. I'll leave the chat running. Salute everybody.
What's good? What? The fuck you mean the trap got busted? What? Yo, what? So is there eyes on Knowledge? Anybody see Knowledge? How the fuck did they lose them? Like a bitch can't even go shopping. It's always bad news on your hand. Like, it's almost like I gotta cut you the fuck short. No, I haven't. No eyes on Wisdom yet. I mean, all the damage that Knowledge did, what the fuck? Yeah, sent them straight underground. Man, I only got so much more laundry to pass out. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. Man, get them niggas back on Knowledge's motherfucking neck, or it's gonna be yours. Then don't. Nah, I'm good. I'll worry about Wisdom. Yeah. Man, get them niggas the fuck up out of there. Fuck off my line. I gotta switch lanes on these motherfuckers.
I like to place an order. Yeah. Hey, let me get a chicken box and a half and half. All right, good looking out. Tinted window screaming after law out my mouth. I'm switching lanes from up north to down south. Now everybody trying to figure how I put it down. I took my show on the road straight out of town. Pee-wee is my nigga, so you know I brought some crooks with me. 1998, they tried to throw the book at me. Tell me what you see every time you take a look at me. A straight P, I only be where the hookers be. A old head, but still can pull any fly chick. One thing's for sure, you never see me ride a nigga dick. I got a thoroughbred who loves to call me pretty daddy. Through Alabama, getting hit in a pink caddy when I come through. Everybody knows me, the young niggas love me. They call me, they OG. Go and do your homework about the shit that I spit. They gon' tell you that nigga Shank is legit. A chicken box, a half and half when I'm switching lanes. I'm switching lane. A chicken box, a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lane. A chicken box, a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lane. A chicken box, a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lane. I eat a chicken box before I play a game of spades. I get some half and half is sweet tea mixed with lemonade. Some brown liquor with a coke to sharpen up my skills. I switch lanes cause I only fuck with the real. Now she's a winner, so I got to keep her on my team. Plus I'm a real one, so I never ever sell her dreams. You wanna know if I'll quit or if I'll stop? But they say it ain't over till your casket drops. A chicken box, a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lane. A chicken box, a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lane. A chicken box, a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lane. A chicken box, a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lane.
The piranhas eat the beat.
Big Lou, Shane Rock, 8 niggas, where the work at? I got some bad bitches bout they bread, they be twerking. Get a boo Boosie boo in the boot, brain at working, got the money, lotion up my palms like it's some jerky. Yeah, I hit that two-step time, I'm about money. Say that pussy good and sweet, bet it tastes like honey. I be chasing for them dollars, I be looking for them stacks. Bet lil' mama gon' holler when I hit it from the back. Yeah, doggy style of ass, got her screaming out, man. They already know it's mob, ain't no need to explain. Got it tatted on my nigga, can't go against the grain. Fuck what they talking, it's $1 million thing. Got $1 million thing, I don't give a fuck. Before I beat that pussy up, I'm trying to finger it up. She stay up in the bed, now watch her toot it up. Before I beat that pussy up, I'm trying to finger it up. I'm trying to $1 million thing, I don't give a fuck. Before I beat that pussy up, I'm trying to finger it up. She stay up in the bed, now watch her toot it up. Before I beat that pussy up, I'm trying to finger it up.
See my fuck game is straight, yeah, I lay down long. It's just scratching, banging on my chest like I'm King Kong. A very freaky girl, not the type to take the mama. Had a crushing pill, smoking weed like a gumbo. Not the cutest nigga, but my pimp game strong. Ooh, nigga, no Viagra, but my dick stay hard. Up and down chick, cause she help me put in work. Catch your ass slipping while you flirting with her skirt. See, I live life the G-Way, get in on the freeway. She look good, but pimpin' ain't easy. If she ain't nasty, since she can't please me, I like seductive type. Touch me, tease me. Got $1 million thing, I don't give a fuck. Before I beat that pussy up, I'm trying to finger it up. She stay up in the bed, now watch her toot it up. Before I beat that pussy up, I'm trying to finger it up. I'm trying to $1 million thing, I don't give a fuck. Before I beat that pussy up, I'm trying to finger it up. She stay up in the bed, now watch her toot it up. Before I beat that pussy up, I'm trying to finger it up.
It's $1 million affair, the jewels be gleaming. When I walk in, them pretty hoes be scheming, trying to figure a way that they could give me a threesome. By the end of the night, them sucker niggas be beaming, but I'm on my shit, the 4/5 on hit, just in case them niggas right there wanna trip. I knocked a set for his chick a few years ago, put her up on some gang, showed her how to get dough. I got $1 million THANG in the club with a BADDIE. She said she loves me in that movie OG like me, and all them hoes from her hood wanna see about me.
Got $1 million thing, I don't give a fuck. Before I beat that pussy up, I'm trying to finger it up. She stay up in the bed, now watch her toot it up. Before I beat that pussy up, I'm trying to finger it up. I'm trying to $1 million thing, I don't give a fuck. Before I beat that pussy up, I'm trying to finger it up. She stay up in the bed, now watch her toot it up. Before I beat that pussy up, I'm trying to finger it up. I'm trying to.
Yeah, man, so my shorty hit me up, you know what I'm saying, because her man wasn't treating her right. So I had to step up like a real OG, a real player, handle business, get down to business and handle that. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm born.
I know you love Brianna because she's the mother of your children and everything, but are you in love with her? Just like we agreed on. I love you.
Yo, Shank, I need some hammers, yo. I know you got some on you. I need some. Make sure ain't nothing registered to anybody.
And this OG guy, you think you something, you such a thug. You're not doing nothing for my daughter either but giving her a headache and drama. You will be out the picture soon too.